Team call February 1st. Welcome everyone. Thank you guys for being on. Let me just make sure everything's intact. I'm recording. Okay. So February, it's Team Cup month. And even maybe you're not, even if you're not in a Team Cup, I hope everyone is, but if you're not, it's okay. We're still going to make it a Team Cup month for all of us. We had a lot of momentum in January, and I just want to continue that. I think we might as well ride it right into March when we have the launch of 22-minute hardcore workout. And I will share more about that in our next call. And I'm going to do like a webinar for you guys as well, so you can invite people to, and I could share all about it. But they haven't given me the okay to share much at all. And I think right before it's launched, I'll be able to share more, hopefully. So let me just run down a couple things for the month of February. So we usually do 2 challenge groups, right? We have one going on now, just started today. There's going to be another one, but here's the thing. You get to pick, and you should, and you'll hear tips on how to do this as well. Do this. Do your own challenge groups this month if you're not a new coach. If you're a new coach and you've only been a coach for a couple months or even 1 month, 1 to 2 months, jump in. Even if you're not a new coach, but it's your first month starting back into coaching or starting to coach, you definitely jump in with your upline coach. But if you want, you have the 15th or the 22nd. I'll tell you, I'm doing one the 22nd. Just because it gives me more time to fill it and talk to people. So it's totally your call. There's 5 Mondays in February. That's the only reason why it's weird this month. Usually we run one the 1st and 3rd Thursday, Monday of the month. So it's up to you. What I would do if you've been a coach for a while and you want to start doing your own challenge groups, you should maybe grab someone like a success partner or someone from your team or someone from another, whatever you want to do, and run your own for our next one. So that's what's going on in February. Now we are also going to have a sneak peek into coaching group. It's going to be called, again, the same thing, Freedom into Coaching. And it's going to be the 10th through the 12th. That is next week, Wednesday through Friday. We did this last month. Not everyone utilized it. Not sure if people maybe didn't know. It was super successful. We had a Thursday night Zoom call. It was a live Zoom call, and it was like a Q&A. So we just hopped on. People asked questions. It was really helpful, and that's what we're not going to do anything different. It's going to be the same type of thing. Here's the thing. If you're a coach, a leader on this page, this call, and you want to do your own, you're welcome to. I just ask to keep it during those times, because then if we do a Zoom call, it could be for everyone, But if you wanted to do your own with maybe a couple other coaches and make your own videos, go for it. They don't have to be long. You could use one of mine. You could use the rest of yours, whatever you want to do. I have a lot of resources so I can help you. But if you want to do your own, great. If you're not there and you're not ready, it's okay. You can throw them into ours. But here's the thing. If you're joining this group, you need to be an active participant. So if you have people in there, you want to respond to those people and you want to be there. So you want to also be on the Zoom call next Thursday so they see your face. It's so important that they see you a part of our team and not just me talking, giving information, or someone else. It's not just me in those videos. It's other people sharing their stories and what coaching is all about as well. So you're welcome to jump in next time, and maybe the following month you decide that you do your own for your team. Usually it's a diamond coach and above doing their own sneak peek into coaching. So if you're not a diamond yet, join your uplines. It would be great, and then just be active in it. Okay, so that's the 10th. So write that down. Don't forget. So that means you should be inviting to that. And you're going to get successful points when you're adding coaches. So it's all going to it's all going to come together with this Team Cup. So if you ever have anyone that's interested, and I just want to throw this out there, Latai, I don't know if she's on here, but she reached out to me regarding a program, regarding a challenge group, a fitness group, the FIT Project. And the more I talked to her, the more I realized that accountability, because she was all about accountability and support. She's not getting accountability and support. I'm like, this girl, she needs to get into the coaching, or the coaching culture, because we have such a strong accountability and support system. And I actually put her in one of these groups because of that. And she is like killing it. She is such a good coach. She's a great, runs great groups, and she's great at posting and everything. And like, imagine if I didn't ask her, because she wasn't initially coming to me about coaching. It's just, I just knew that it was the right thing to do, was ask her if she wanted to jump into a group like this just to learn more. So any challengers that you have, just ask them. Say, hey, I have this group going on, and you could hear all about what coaching is, and just listen to some stories and learn more about our team. Would you like to be involved? And we're also going to do a giveaway. And it's really fun. Last time we did a point, like if you like, 2 points if you comment under the post, and then 3, well, not points, but entries. Well, it is kind of points if you hop on that Zoom call. So we make it fun, and it was great last month. So I'll stop there. Okay, so we're going to just jump right. Oh, 2 more things quick. I'm sorry, Jillian. February 8th is next Monday. We are going to run 2 groups for our team. The leaders on our team are getting together, and they're going to run a Push to Emerald group. So if you're not an Emerald coach and you're a new coach, but you've been through most of the new coach training or all of it, this would be a great group for you to get into. And we'll post about it so you guys can add yourselves. So don't think that you have to figure out where this group is. We'll get you there, and we'll do a post. And then we're going to do a Push to Diamond group. So if you're an Emerald coach, Ruby coach, and you want to be pushing for Diamond in the month of February, then we'll add you to that. So those things are going on February 8th. So you'll hear more about it this week on our team page. Just keep an eye out for it. And if you don't see anything, contact your upline by Friday. All right. We're going to talk about branding tonight. We have some special guests that are going to talk. I'm not going to get into it so much because I've talked about it before, and I kind of want you guys to see and hear from different people on our team that are super successful in these areas. So we'll talk about branding, and then we're going to talk about how to be an amazing coach and run awesome challenge groups. So I'm going to kick it over to Jillian. I know she has to run right after she talks because it's 6 o'clock there, and she has her 3 children that she probably has to feed them. All right, Jillian, jump right in, girly.
Okay. I hope my internet doesn't go out. I logged in on my phone, so if anybody calls me, we're in trouble. But Terry, just take over. I learned from you anyways. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about branding. A lot of times when you think about that, you're thinking, okay, I want to brand myself. I thought at first, I want to brand myself as a Beachbody coach. I want everybody to know about the 21-day fix and Shakeology. And I think that was at first, something that might have been my big mistake. If you think about it, Beachbody puts a lot of money to advertise Shakeology, 21-day fix, Hammer and Chisel. I mean, they spend a lot of money advertising. So what you want to be doing as a personal coach is branding yourself. You want to be reaching out to people that are like you. So Beachbody does all of the advertising for 21-day fix and everything. What makes it different for you is that there's so many different people out there, right? There's a lot of different people out there, and they connect with a certain type of person. So you want to make sure that you are connecting with somebody that is like you. So you want to post about you. So if you were to go look on my Facebook wall, you would see that I am a stay-at-home mom, that I'm a Christian, that I like donuts, that I'm like kind of a little bit sassy, like I've got a little bit of sass. And so that are Christian, that like enjoy being a little bit sassy. And the reason why you want to do it that way is, can you guys still hear me? It's telling me my connection is unstable. Is you guys aren't just selling a product. It's not mascara or body cream, or it is a lifestyle. You are selling something and giving people a gift that is very personal to them, that is a lifestyle that they are going to use. They need to connect with you. You're not just giving them something to take and say peace out. Like, you need to be able to connect with them. They need to relate with you. I've told my coaches in the past that have told me that they're worried that they're not fit enough to be a coach, or they don't know enough about nutrition. These people aren't looking for that. People want to relate to you and where you're at in your journey and what's going on in your life at that time, because they want to join you because of that. So when you're branding yourself, we want to look on your wall or when you're talking to people and know that you do love the 21-day fix or whatever your favorite program is, and that you do love Shakeology. But we also want to know who you are. So when these people are looking for that product, they are investing their money in you as a coach to help them, because that is where it's in value, or that's where all the value comes from, and that's where it's priceless, is having someone to connect with. So the first thing to do is maybe take a look and say, okay, what kind of people do I want to attract? What kind of people will I communicate best with? If you're a school teacher, maybe other school teachers. If you are a working woman who, has a busy schedule, post about that. So then you're able to connect with other people. If you're a stay-at-home mom, do that. So figure out kind of what your lifestyle is. Even if it's interior design, you can throw that in there too. Figure out what makes you you and start adding that into your post and kind of give your own personality, because every single person in here is amazing. You have your own unique talents, your own personality that someone out there needs and can connect with. And so if you are putting that out there, they will feel that, they will want that, and they will pay the money that seems hard because they're getting you along with it. So kind of think about that over the next couple of weeks. If you're a new coach, it seems intimidating to put yourself out there. Listen, I am the girl that double takes every time I walk past a mirror. I'm not going to lie. But selfies are still awkward for me. So it's hard to figure out how to post and what to post. And Tara has been talking about that on the webinars that we've had and stuff, but kind of center in and figure out what you're about and what you want people to know about you, so you can attract them. Just think about that over the next couple of weeks. And if you have any questions, ask your coach, ask Tara or I used to ask Tara when I first signed up. Tara, how does it look on my wall? Or I'll even message her sometimes and say, does that post make sense? Does this look okay? So you're able to do that. And she knows me well enough by now, and that she can say, yeah, that looks good, because she knows what I'm attracting. So figure out who you want to attract and what you want to portray, and start focusing in on those and just adding those in a little bit, not just posting about the 21-day fix or Shakeology, or that stuff is all great. But like I said, Beachbody puts a lot of money into that, but you are the one that's going to brand yourself and give those people the value in what coaching is and what changing lives is. And I think that's all that I have to say about that. That's it. So Tara, I'm going to throw it back over to you.
Okay. I just want to share something quick. Thank you, Jillian. Jillian has been doing this from the get-go. She just was like, you know what, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to be myself and do this. I'm not going to try to be someone else. And she sent this to me the other day, and it's so true. It's a little quote. It says, when you brand yourself properly, the competition becomes irrelevant. So there is no competition because you're the only person that can be you. So with that being said, I'm going to kick it off to Carla. If you look at her page, she knows how to brand herself. There are people that are attracted to her, people commenting, thank you for your post. I always look forward to them. She knows what she's doing, and she's done a lot of research in the past year on it. She schools me. So, I'm going to unmute her and have her speak a little bit about branding. Thanks, Jillian.
Hey guys. So Jillian did a great job. I almost don't even know what to say. So what I can tell you is a lot of what she said is exactly what it is. You need to figure out who you are and who you're attracting. And there's only one you. So you can't be someone else. You can look at other coaches for ideas because you're going to be naturally attracted to other coaches that are very similar to you. So it kind of gives you an idea to kind of find your voice. If you go back to my page at the beginning, oh my God, I was that person that posted eat clean and just like a generic poster that meant nothing. And you see them a dime a dozen, and I'm not going to lie, but you guys probably post them too, right? So you need to just do like a little bit of a brain dump and a little bit of soul searching and figure out who you are and who you're attracting. And I'm not saying go crazy on this and overthink it because it's so easy to do, but just take a moment and think about yourself. And if someone, you can even ask a family member or your husband, wife, if you're there, a girlfriend, someone, and ask them like, hey, when you talk to me, what do you think that I represent? Or like what are things that come to you when you come to me? Like if you have dogs, do you talk about that a lot? Do you have kids? Do you want to inject your own life into it? And so think about that. So you're gonna, post about 3 things, and then if you see inspirational quotes, like I can show you some awesome apps to use. Now I've been doing this for like 2 years now. So I buy apps slowly. So when I show you my list, you're just going to invest on maybe like 1 or 2, because they're $2 to $5. It depends, right? And I can tell you which ones I use often to make like my pictures a little different or stand out more, and start that way. And then you slowly will hear about other apps and other cool things that you can use to edit photos and make them better. So I know Tara posted a while back how to take a good selfie. If you have not watched that video, please watch it. Because basically I get asked all the time, how do your pictures look so good? And I'm not going to lie, you just walk to a window and you take your phone and you go click, make sure you're smiling, make sure you cut off your arm. Just watch the video and take a few minutes, and you're going to take like 10. And just snap, and take a couple photos. And then use an app that I can show you, and you edit it. You just kind of do a quick little swipe, and you pop the color just a little bit. And that brightens you up, because Doreen was like, holy crap, you look so much better. We look great in this photo. I'm like, yeah, now we look good. So just these little things can make your pictures pop a little more. And then if you wanted to, you could use an inspirational quote that spoke to you, and you could put it on your picture. But this is the rule. If the picture already looks good with you, don't mess with it. The picture looks okay, maybe put some words on it. There you go. You can make it work still. But if it's a good picture of you and your family, don't mess with it. Just leave it alone. That speaks already. So I can share that with you. So take some time to think about what you want, and then post 3 to 5 times a day. Inject your family in there, yourself, who you're attracting. And remember, just like I've watched a lot of videos, and you're going to be talking to your person. Like Andrea Crowder says, like, hey, sister, because she's talking to that one specific person, and she'll give you her avatar, as they say it, like someone that shops at, I can't remember even the store, Barnes and Noble, I think. All these stores are American, but she can list off person that drinks wine, gets together with her girlfriend, dresses up, is casual. She has this person to a T. So you almost have to do that kind of research. And again, it takes time. And some of you guys, like Julian, faster at this than I was. Like, I just feel like this last year I've been getting better at expressing who I am. And I can't even think of anything else right now, but I just don't want to overwhelm you with too much, but it's just taking good pictures and kind of speaking to your person a bit more. Does that sum it up better?
Huge.
I think that's about it. I didn't really do any notes because I was like, I'm going to see what other people talk about.
It's so important. Thank you, Carla. It's so true. Like, you have to really think, and it may change. Like I was talking to Stacy the other day, and her person that she's targeting is different than what she thought. And Kate, I was talking to Kate, and it's the same thing with her. It's like you really have to think, who is your ideal coach? When I first started coaching, my ideal coach in my mind was someone that is super fit, someone that, loves working out, all these things. And you know what? I wasn't even attracting that. And when I did, They weren't successful because I didn't know how to help them coach, you know? So it was when I found my person is someone like it was I'm going to mute everyone. Hold on. Sorry.
And the other thing I just want to say while you're muting
Go ahead.
is as your life changes, your person will change. So I just want to shout out because someone said to me, hey, what if I become pregnant? What if this happens? There are so many coaches that start this. They might be attracting other singles, or they might marry and then they're now attracting newly engaged, and then they might be moving into the next phase of their life. You will find coaches that are constantly up. Are you guys still there, or am I alone?
We're here.
Oh, okay. I got a picture of a phone. So as your life changes, your person will change in a sense, who you're attracting. I just wanted to let you know that this whole thing is going to evolve with you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Yeah. Hold on. I'm going to mute everyone quick. And you could unmute yourself, Carla, if you'd like, but it's so true. It changes. When I was working, guess who my person was? It was a working mom. It was a working mom, busy, little kids. How do I fit it in? So here's what I was sharing on my page. Short workouts, because I like to work out. That was me, right? And my person is someone that likes to work out, but maybe doesn't know how to fit it into their day. Maybe they're not consistent with it, okay? I want to help them. So what was I sharing on my page? Easy recipes, because I'm not all about getting all fancy, and because that's not who I'm attracting. I'm attracting a busy mom that wants something to eat. So what you're putting out there needs to be something that you would find valuable. And you say to yourself, would I follow myself? Do I find her stuff entertaining, valuable, fun? Would I like me if I was looking at my page, you know? So those are some things you have to think about. And it can't just be pictures of you not sharing anything. Like, it has to be something behind it. Whether you say good morning, you say something sweet in the morning, and then maybe you're sharing a tip later in the day, or a recipe that you came across that you need to just share, or a place that you went and you want other moms to bring their kids because it was the best place ever. You know, things that are helpful to people. So those are things, and don't try to post to everyone. Don't try to post to a 40-year-old man that needs to lose weight, because honestly, that's probably not your target. You know, that's why in my call to actions, I always say women, because honestly, that's who I'm talking to. In the beginning, I never did that because I was afraid I was going to turn people off. But you look at, okay, who would be my ideal challenger and coach? That's who I'm talking to. And what Carla was saying about Andrea Crowder, and Mindy has done this too. Her name is Penny. And she has like a whole list of things that Penny likes. Penny is a teacher. Penny likes to shop at, there's a bug in here. Penny likes to shop at this certain store. Penny loves organic food. Penny, has 2 kids. Whatever it is, that person is who she's posting to every single day. Hands down. Okay, so I'm going to actually, Kristen, I'm not going to have you go yet, if that's okay. I'm going to just talk quickly about, so this plays into how you are as a coach. The way you're portrayed on your page is pretty much your coach life. You're sharing that. Like, your page is like a sneak peek into coaching. It's like you're just sharing your life and how coaching has helped it. And if you're a new coach, you're going to do it a little by little. How is your challenge group helping you and stuff like that? But it is super important for us to just focus on that thing. When we think of all the things we have to do as a coach, there's this, there's that, and your brain can go all over the place. But in order to be a good coach, you need to help people get results. So in your challenge groups, you need to help your challengers get results. Yes, you cannot make them work out. You cannot make them, hit their goals or whatever, but you can do whatever it takes in your power to help them. The best coaches are the ones that have used our products and fall in love. They have seen great results. They feel fantastic. They can't wait to share it with people because of this. We need to bring it back to the basics and think about that. The best coaches are the ones that love the culture, love our products, love the chat, love the group setting. So with that being said, we need to work harder at creating those lifers for us. And those lifers are those challengers that turn into coaches that rock the business, right? So I asked Teresa and Kristen, Teresa Haney and Kristen Renner, they're both on the same team. They're part of our team, but they're on the same team, and they run killer challenge groups, and they're really good at helping people get results. And I've been like they've shared things that they've done, and it's different than what I do. So I thought it would be super valuable for you guys. So what I'm going to do is Teresa's actually not here. She'll explain in a minute, but I'm going to screen share, and she did a quick little video for you guys. So I'm going to bring it up on my page, and and it's super valuable, the information. And then, all right, let's bring that down. And then we're going to have Kristen take it away after that. All right, let's screen share. Okay, everyone can see her? Oh, I can't see you guys now. I'm just going to make sure. Can you guys see that? Shake your head, Carla. Yeah. I can see you. Okay.
Yeah, I can see her. Push play.
Okay.
Hey, gals. Sorry I can't join you tonight on the team call. As you are on this, I am hanging out with a bunch of high school kids and their parents talking about financial aid. Exciting. Anyway, Tara asked me to talk tonight, and I just realized early this morning that was on my calendar. And anyway, so I wanted to do a quick video. What I was going to talk about is how to have stellar challenge groups and a little bit about branding. So just going to give one tip on each of them. For your challenge groups, what I have started doing that seems to really help people is focusing on the whole mind, not just get your workout in, drink your shake, get your water in, that sort of thing. A lot of what people is missing is accountability, yes, but it's also digging a little bit deeper, being grateful, really connecting the whole picture of mind, body, wellness. So what I started this week, in the last couple months, is people have to not just check in with their workouts, but they also have to tell us, everybody else in the group, at least one thing that they're thankful for that day. And I make them dig a little deeper and say something that, like, I'm thankful for my kids or for my husband, something like that. And then I have a mini challenge, and I started to incorporate more well-being into the mini challenge. So one of the mini challenges that a lot of my challengers really seem to like and appreciate, and even got girls opening up, and one girl talked about crying. One was their Pump Me Up song, what song helps them even if they're having a bad day. And one girl talked about a song that reminded her a lot of her parents, and her father is going through an illness right now. So that opened them up. And the other thing they had to do was to reach out to 3 people that day, just to check in on them via text or private message or phone call. I talked about how a lot of times helping another person or making another person's day makes you feel better too. So to focus on that for the day, and people really seem to enjoy that, and it made them feel better. And what you're really doing is establishing behaviors that we do as coaches. So if they're doing it through the challenge group, why wouldn't they be able to do it as a coach? In terms of posting and branding yourself, I've had some success the messier I show that my life is. I'm not perfect. I'm a busy working mom that misses workouts, likes wine too much. And I just know the more that I just show who I really am, the more traction I get and the more feedback I get from my posts and people. One thing that I have started doing is whenever I start to get a common objection, for instance, I've been getting a lot of, I'm too busy, I don't have time, I create a post into that. So last week I posted something about like choosing your hard or pick your hard. You know, it's hard to get up and stay on track with your nutrition, but it's also really hard to feel bad about your body, avoid intimacy, cry in a dressing room, and listed off all these reasons. I got so much response because those are specific things that people have said to me. So for every one person that says that to you, you know there's 10, 15, 20 other women thinking the same things or that have experienced the same things. So dig a little deeper, post your shake, post your lunch. I do those things too, but you got to dig a little bit deeper so people can connect with who you and who you actually are. Just showing the image of always working out, always getting your stuff in, never messing up. That does not appeal to people. That's intimidating. So I found that the more I show I mess up, the more, attractive I am to people. I don't know if that made sense, but anyway, I hope those two little nuggets help you guys out. Sorry I couldn't make it on the call. I hope you all are having a great evening, and let's rock it out in February. Bye.
It's so stinking true. I'm going to stop that share. Yes, yes, yes. It's like we're so scared to be vulnerable. We're so scared to share our mess, turn your mess into a message. Anytime that you feel that you don't measure up, share it. People feel the same way. There's ways to share it without being, without spilling everything. Some of you guys don't want to share a lot of things, so share bits and pieces of it. There's ways to do that. But it just shows that we're not perfect. And guess what? To be a coach, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be you. And I loved what she said about her challenge groups. That's how you get people talking. The more of a community feel it is, the better the group goes, the more accountable they go, the better the results are. And the better, the more apt they're going to join you as a coach. Always turn your mess into a message. That was awesome. Yes, yes, yes. That's what it's there for. That's why you're screwing up, so you can help someone else in that, All right. So I'm going to kick it over to Kristen Renner. I don't know where she is on the call, but Kristen, can you unmute yourself?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yay. Hello. Thanks for having me on. I'm excited. Okay. So I am here to talk to you guys tonight just about how I run my challenge groups. I was actually a challenger of Teresa's at one point and enjoyed her challenge group so much that I joined as a coach. So, she learned from Tara, I learned from her, and here I am. So I'm just going to break it down into the different components of what I do in my 4-week challenges. So my groups are 4 weeks long. Before the challenge group ever starts, obviously you are recruiting people. Recruiting is probably not the right word, but you know what I mean. You're getting people ready, you're getting them set up with the challenge pack, and at that same time, as people start placing their orders, I send them a congratulations email. And that email just tells them that they should be really proud of themselves for making their health and nutrition a priority. And then I give them just a little bit of info about their BOD and how it is a 30-day trial, and I tell them up front that I will put them in my calendar and let them know at 3 weeks so that we can discuss it. They don't need to worry about it. I am responsible for reminding them. So I think right off the bat, sending that email shows that I care about them, that I have their best interest in mind. I'm not going to pull something over them or on them or whatever. So I do that right off the bat, and then I go and start setting up my group. And when I set up my group, I load probably 5 to 10 different documents onto the group before I ever even put people in the group. I have tips on how to get lots of water in, I have several different meal plans I share. I have a Shakeology recipe document that I share. A bunch of things that I load the group with before anyone is ever in it, so that once they get in it, there's something to see and something to kind of go through. And so then I start adding my people to the group, and I send out a welcome email just a couple days before the group starts. And then I also post a welcome video in the group as well, so that they can see me and hear my voice and know that this is something that I have made my priority. And then the welcome email just goes through a few things as well. So that just kind of is what I do beforehand to kind of set the stage and to show them that I am here and I'm going to show up. Then, like I said, my groups are 4 weeks long, and the first week is called our Getting Started Right week. And so basically, I model my groups around the 21-day fix because that's the program I recommend the most. So we do 1 week where we focus solely on getting started right, and then we do 3 weeks. So basically 1 round of the 21-day fix. Not all my people do that program, but that's just how I model it. So the whole first week, we don't even do the workouts. Each day has a different topic that we go over. We talk about meal planning, we talk about meal prep, we talk about setting goals, we talk about kind of like what Teresa said. I ask them to dig deep. One day is all about digging deep and finding their why. And that, I think, is one of my favorite days, one of my challengers' favorite days, because people start sharing things and they start to realize that they are not alone in the way they're feeling, that all of us have insecurities, all of us have things we struggle with, and we're a community. It just really builds that sense of community. And then one of the really important things I do in the very first week is I set the expectations for the group. I tell my challengers up front that I feel like I am the facilitator of the group. I am there for them to kind of lead the way, but I kind of make the analogy of that it's kind of like going to class in college. Like, you have this professor and they come to class every day and they lay it all out there for you and they say, if you learn this, you will be able to earn your A. And so I do the same thing. I tell my challengers, I lay everything out here for you. Here's what you need to do in order to be successful. Now it's up to you to come to the group and make the most of it. So I put the responsibility on them, because really, the group in that experience is going to be what they make of it and how much they come to the group and participate. And I always tell them that, the more you come to the group, the more you're going to get out of it. So I set that expectation and I put that on them. And I just let them know in a very loving way that I will be there for them, but I can't make them do it. So I think setting that expectation up front so that they know I'm not going to come hounding them like, where are you, where are you, where are you? That's not my job. My job is to say, here you go. Now take these tools and use them. So then within the group, once that first week is over, we have daily accountability check-ins. So every single day, I try to do it first thing in the morning. I post some type of motivational quote or something funny, a post from me every day that says, check in here for whatever day of the week it is. And my challengers know that they are supposed to check in on their workout, their nutrition, how much water they drank, and then very similar to what Teresa does, they keep a gratitude journal. And so each day I ask them to share whether or not they did their gratitude journal. And I took that little piece out of the Compound Effect. If you've read that, the author talks about a Thanksgiving journal that he kept for his wife for a full year without her knowing. Excuse me. He wrote something down every day for a whole year about like things that he was thankful for about her. And he just writes about how it changed their relationship and it changed their lives, because he went about each day, looking for the good in her and looking for the things that she was doing right. And so I ask my challengers to do that same thing, only for their life in general. Go about each day looking for the things that are going right. What are the things you can be thankful for? Even in a situation that seems kind of shitty, there's always a silver lining. So you can always find something about that to be thankful for. So that's kind of what the gratitude journal is. So they come every day and they check in on those 4 things. And I think this is a really important part. I also do that. I am an active participant in my group because I tell them up front, I'm never going to ask you to do something that I'm not willing to do. And I need the accountability just as much as you guys. And I think that for them, it shows them that as a coach, I'm real and I still struggle and I'm right there in the trenches with them, trying to do the best that I can, so I think that that helps also build this sense of community and helps me to be relatable to them. Okay, so the 4 weeks, we do the Getting Started Right week. We have daily check-ins. On the 3rd week, I host a little mini challenge, kind of like what Teresa discussed. Each day has a little topic or a little task basically for them to complete. And it just kind of boosts participation and interaction with the team or with the community. And it also gives me an opportunity to kind of slide some information in there. Like a lot of times I will post a small Shakeology video and say, check this out and comment below for a point towards the mini challenge. Or even, this is something I'm going to start doing. I haven't done it yet, but a short video about the coaching opportunity. Just sneak that in there and say, if you watch this and comment below, you get a point towards the mini challenge. Just a way to not only boost participation, but also to sneak in some good information for them to be thinking about. A couple other things that I do on a weekly basis, I send everyone in my group a check-in email on Sundays. And I just send it like as a mass message, but I ask them to reply to me. And I tell them that this is kind of a way for me to check in with you on a personal basis. So I ask them how things are going. Do they have any questions or concerns? What kinds of celebrations do they have? And that type of thing. Oh, and I always remind them to get their measurements down for the week. So I send that email once a week. And that's kind of the way I keep touch with the people in my group on a personal level. They'll all email me back and then we can have a conversation back and forth. But I like doing that because I email them and then it basically puts the responsibility on them to touch base with me. So again, I'm here and I'm providing this for you, but it's up to you to show up. And then I also post a Sunday video in my groups. They're usually like 3 to 5 minutes long. And I just tell them some announcements, some reminders, and then I have some type of little message I share with them. I try to pump them up on Sunday and get them going for the week ahead. So that's what I do in terms of during my challenge group. And then afterwards, I always send them a thank you. And I always really try to encourage them to think about what's next. What's your next step? What are you going to do once you finish your program? What are you going to do when the group ends? Do you need more accountability? And if they say yes, then that's the time to say, well, you should join as a coach on our team because we are always holding each other accountable. And the other thing I always do is encourage them to enter their results online so that they can earn their free t-shirt. So I think basically overall, what I think makes my challenge groups really successful is that I am constantly proving to them that I have their best interest in mind. They are a priority to me and I will be there. They can count on me to show up. And I always tell them, I'm there for you if you ever need anything. But there's nowadays a lot of you in this group and you have to come to me and tell me if you need something, because if you don't, there's no way for me to know that you need my help. So I think ultimately just be there for them and show them that you care, show them that you love them. And I always tell my challengers too, your goals are now my goals. And so whatever you're trying to achieve, that's my goal too. So that's really what I've got, Tara.
That was awesome. I want to be a part of your challenge group, please. I think everyone on here is like, holy moly, that is awesome. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to start implementing that. So, and so am I. I have a lot of room for improvement as well. So don't think like, as you grow as a coach, you know it all. We learn from each other. So I think that's great. Thank you, Kristen. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
So I know you had so much information thrown at you. I hope you guys are taking notes. I did record this because I think the way that Kristen just plans out her challenge groups is ideal. I think that it's doable for everyone. And once you set it into action and set it up that way, that's just the way you do it every month. So it's the first month, obviously, if you were changing what you're doing, it's going to be hard because you're revamping. But as you go, it's going to get easier and you can implement different things. So I think it's great.
Sarah, can I say something?
Yeah.
Real quick. I have to give some of the credit to my team because they have collaborated with me in kind of building up some of the resources that we have that we use on a monthly basis. But basically, I was a teacher before I started staying home with my kids. So basically what I have is a unit plan.
Yeah.
And I just, I pull that sucker out every month and I just plug it into my calendar and I know what I need to do on what days. And so if you're not that organized, it is so worth the time to organize yourself, make some file folders on your computer, and just have that sucker ready to go. Because, from month to month, what I share in the group doesn't change a whole lot. I do just search for different motivational stuff like within the group. I don't have that set in stone, but everything else is kind of set in stone, and it helps so much with time.
For sure. Now I want to get organized. I'm like, okay, this week, that's what I'm doing. I love it. It's so true. It's like a unit plan, 100%. And I love that beginning week where you're just setting them up for success. And they don't have to do the workout, so you haven't started just yet. So I love that.
I think it's less overwhelming.
Yes.
That way.
Yep. I agree 100%. So you usually do one a month.
Yeah. I have tried to do 2 a month, and dude, I can't do it. Like my head just can't handle it. I've got to have one going at the same time because I was getting confused, like who is in which group, and I can't do it.
Yeah, it's true. It gets overwhelming. And then when you're doing one, you're concentrating on that one.
Exactly. They have your full attention. That's why I like doing it that way.
I agree. Awesome. Thanks, Kristen.
Yep.
So what Kristen's creating, what you're creating when you have killer challenge groups like that, are those lifers, are those people that are going to turn into awesome coaches that really want to pay it forward and do the same thing. Plus, when they're in your groups like that, you're teaching them how you do your challenge groups. That's all they know. So then they go out and do the same thing when they join as a coach, right? So you're only setting if you do it this way, you're only setting yourself up for success in every area because it's all about duplication. It's all about your coaches duplicating what you do. So if you set the model right away, like Kristen's doing, then guess what? All her coaches know to do the same thing and they make it their own and so on and so forth. So it's awesome. I'm speechless as well. Okay. So the last thing, I just want to end this. I'm going to do the winner of the adjustable weight set. It's so exciting. I don't even know if the person is on the call. All right. I'm going to share it. But before I do, I'm just going to close it out. Well, actually, we'll share it first and then I'll close it out. Sorry. Let me get it on there. Let me get it up and then I'll screen share. Okay. So some of you guys had multiple entries. Screen share. All right. So I apologize for the way the camera is like opposite. I couldn't switch it. Ready?
The winner of the
adjustable weight
is
Julie Smith. Yay! Congrats. I don't know if she's on the call. I'm going to stop sharing. Did you like my daughter's missing teeth? Is she on the call? Julie, are you on here? I know she travels, but I don't know if she is. I don't know if she's on here. If you are, yay! Are you excited? You could unmute yourself. Yeah. I'm so excited. I'll message you. Are you on?
Yay! Hello, I am.
You have
I'm so excited. I have butterflies.
them? Sweet.
Yay!
I'm so glad.
Sorry, I'm on the iPad and I haven't done it on the iPad yet.
So we can't see it. That's okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. Thank you.
Of course, I will message you tomorrow and we'll talk about the delivery and stuff. Okay, so this month we're going to do another prize. So stay tuned. I'm going to post it this week. And that will be fun. I'm excited for these prizes. They make me excited. So, okay, let's end it. But thank you guys for being on. Let's go at it this month. Let's push ourselves to the max. That's what Team Cup's all about. You push yourself, you run with the momentum from January. We had so many people have such a successful month in January. The leaderboard for Success Club points is insane. When I was cutting those little things for everyone, that it's just insane. And I'll be posting that this week. But let's make it happen. And remember, if you have any questions about anything we talked about tonight, reach out to your upline coach. If your upline coach isn't around and not working the business or whatever the case is, you reach up to your Star Diamond coach, and you could find that coach in your back office. We are all here for you. And thanks, guys. I'm so pumped after this call.
Hey, Tara.
Yeah.
It looks like there was at least one question.
Oh, is there a question? Kristen, how many people do you have in your challenge groups?
Oh, when I first started, I would have maybe 10. And now I'm up to close to 40. So it just varies month to month, but I've changed a lot of the way I do things because there are so many more people now to make it more manageable for myself. And that's why one of the reasons I stress, I'm here for you, but you have to let me know if you need something type thing.
Yep. And guys, if you find, and I've always said this, if you find that maybe you want to do your own challenge group, but you only have 3 people, 5 people, then team up with a partner. That's the best thing to do it. And maybe you two do it for a while. That's what Micah and I did. And then we just branched off because our group started to get bigger. So that's always an option. And you guys can run it just like Kristen does and maybe just trade off every other day or whatever. You figure it out. But it's a good way to do it on your own without having a group so small. Because sometimes that gets awkward when you have 3 people. All right, guys. Thanks. Have a great night tonight. Thanks, everyone who spoke.